So I hope by now everybody realizes what's actually going on right now. This is another one of those retail shakeouts. This is a moment where you're seeing a little bit of panic in the market. What we thought was becoming a mature market later yesterday, in fact, turned into a not so mature one overnight. But what that's given us is huge opportunity. And in fact, I've done a couple things today I want to tell you guys about. And really, I'm watching for this thing to turn around because despite there being different players in the space, despite market cycles not being exactly the same, we're doing exactly what we did these exact days last market cycle. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I hope you guys bear with me here. I'm gonna have to fumble around just a little bit. I'm on my mobile setup. I gotta take in my computer tomorrow to get fixed. It's probably a cooling or a power supply issue. Never something fun to deal with, but that's not your guys' problem. That's mine. So when we're looking at ADA here, we are dealing with again some retracement. We pulled back down actually all the way to this 87-cent level. I watched it happen this morning while I was having these computer issues. And if you guys remember, on Sunday we were having this discussion about possible retracements, possible pullbacks, and we talked about even possibly getting down to this 618 level, which is around 84 cents or so. Now, we didn't even get close to there. We were still probably another 5% move or so away from there. And you guys can see that we've bounced back in a nice way, ADA back up to about 91 cents. BTC actually dropped all the way down to the mid 91K level and has subsequently rebounded to the mid 92 levels. So the crazy thing about this is that this is exactly what happened in the last market cycle. If we rewind and we go all the way back to November of last, not last year, November of last cycle, you guys can see on the 24th, 25th, 26th, this is when we came rip roaring hot into the pump, and then we had a significant retracement. In fact, from that moment, we actually dropped about 37% and had a very, very swift rebound of 24%. All right. Now, I'm not saying this is going to play out the same way. I'm not saying we're getting to those levels. But what we need to look at here is it has actually had a pretty significant retracement so far from its top. We've actually pulled back all the way down to 24% at the extent of our retracement. And actually, this should be less than last market cycle because we're larger of an asset. There's more conviction. And so maybe that's where our drop stops, right? This isn't a guarantee. This isn't financial advice or anything like that. But I want to talk about what made this happen in general. So this 92K pullback, 91K pullback was actually triggered by long-term holders, not ETFs. So this is actually a topic of discussion. So we did have some spot ETF selling yesterday, and gosh, I wish I had that pulled up on here. It's my other computer. Anyways, we had kind of one of those weird blips where we have these solid blocks of green, this big ETF accumulation that's taking place. And then we get a weird day where there's like 400 and some million sold. And that's what we dealt with yesterday because believe it or not, institutions, they're still comprised of all these different holders. And some of them are going to be taking profit. Some of them will unload with the market. And that's exactly what we saw is we saw some unloading by institutional money. But really what caused this to happen was long-term holders selling. In fact, long-term Bitcoin holders sold 128,000 BTC. And luckily, US spot ETFs absorbed 90% of the selling pressure. So this has been kind of the fight that we've been dealing with as BTC has been approaching 100K because that 100K threshold is a big roadblock in people's minds, right? Six-figure BTC is something we've never seen before, and it causes people to do some weird things, right? Just as we've dealt with minor capitulation before, we're dealing with long-term BTC holder capitulation, but then eventually you start to see people that aren't in as much profit start to buy and hold and hold and hold, and this is what pushes asset prices higher, right? You have to move from the hands of the impatient to the hands of the patient. And that's what we've done throughout most of the space, right? Even ADA has gone through this similar shuffle. We went through obviously those big retracements. We dealt with that time of consolidation or sideways trading, where we saw people adding to their bags and building for the long term. And of course, there are people that are taking profit. I saw some people in the comments saying, "Oh, yep, I'm selling, I'm dumping, I'm out," and that's fine. People can do what they want, right? Me personally, I still see so much opportunity left in this market cycle because again, we're doing the exact same thing as last market cycle. pre-mass adoption. We're pre-enterprises coming in. This market cycle is going to be the biggest growth cycle we have ever seen in this crypto market. And again, ADA's well prepared for those moves. Now, that being said, I did actually open up another long position this morning. I opened up this at like 80, I think 89 cents, another 10x long in terms of ADA. That's up like 20% right now. Again, when the market gives you opportunity, take advantage of it. Okay. Again, my big long one, that one's up 1700% right now. Again, if you guys want to use Margex, there is a referral link in the description below. Feel free to check that out. You can earn up to $10,000 deposit and trading bonuses. There's no KYC. So basically, what I have to say is that the market is giving us so much opportunity right now, and there are still people that are sitting on the sidelines not taking advantage, and that's okay because that's exactly why not everybody makes it in this market. You don't always get a chance to accumulate at the bottom, but there are plenty of opportunities along the way to continue building your position for the long term, and that's how I see this. This is the time to accumulate for the long term, and obviously everybody can always do what they want, but I'm making sure that I'm set, and I hope you guys are too. So appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. There will be a time that this stops, and maybe like last cycle, it ends in the next 24 hours. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.